Hey, Rebel Tribe. So, today I wanted to talk about 6 ways to stay present and in your power. A lot of times, our brain likes to take us on adventures when something happens outside of us. That subconscious monkey mind gets triggered, and a lot of times we'll respond or react in ways that we're not really proud of, just out of old behavior patterns. So, one of the first ways is through embodiment. And that's really just focusing on what sensations you're feeling in your body. It just kind of brings you back down inside your body. Um, it keeps you from getting so caught up in your head. So you just kind of envision pulling your power back down into your heart space and really feeling what's going on in your physical body. And also grounding. Grounding is amazing. And if you're in a room, like if you're inside, you can always just become aware of your feet on the floor. Feel the clothes touching your skin. If you have something in your hand, really just start to feel that object. Use your physical senses to bring yourself back into your body. Try and pull the energy out of your brain for a few minutes so that you can get collected. Um, and mindfulness is the third way. And the thing about mindfulness is really becoming fully aware of your surroundings. So start to take in, breathe. Take in the colors around the room. Take in the people. If you're speaking to a specific person, observe that person. Look at their facial expressions. And it's observation without judgment. It's just awareness. And ask yourself, is this person triggering me? Why? Why am I responding in this way? What is behind this emotion? Typically, it's something from our past, a past situation, a past hurt, old baggage, inner child wounding, and something that someone else says can trigger that even though it's completely in a different context. And rather than responding out of that place of hurt and old emotion, if you've ever heard the saying, if you don't heal what cut you, you'll bleed on those who didn't hurt you. Or something like that. It's close. Something like that. You get the idea. And if you have an opportunity to actually be barefoot on the earth, that is excellent for just realigning our energetic body, just grounding to the earth, and it helps with our polarities. It's an amazing way to really get centered. And meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be sitting in a yoga pose. Meditation can be just sitting quietly for 5 minutes and focusing on your breath, or taking a walk. And it doesn't have to be a long walk. And again, taking a walk and using the mindfulness where you don't have headphones in, you're not like just up in your head ruminating, but taking in the trees, the smells, how the wind feels on your face, really using the body to keep you from getting stuck up in the mind. And journaling is another excellent way to really go inside, asking yourself, what am I noticing in my body right now? And it can be, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling uncomfortable, just emotionally uncomfortable with something, that can be a great way to start the process of getting to what's actually under the emotion. What am I grateful for? That's a really good way to redirect the emotion. Again, I talked about that the other day about redirecting thoughts. And when you can flood your mind with positivity, which gratitude is the easiest way to do that, because when you're really feeling, like legitimately feeling grateful, it's hard to feel upset at the same time. So it's a good way to shift. And even in a situation where you're just trying to stay calm, if you can go inside for a minute and really kind of, what am I grateful for? Is there something I can be grateful for in this moment? I am grateful I did not just punch them in the face. Whatever. Another good one for journaling, and this is for like intrusive thoughts. What is the most pervasive thought I've had today or yesterday? Like if you have a recurring thought that's coming up, and is this thought serving me? Because that's something that, again, with the triggers, the childhood wounding, the inner child issues, when we're triggered by those, if we can back off for a minute and get to the source of the emotion, like is this situation, am I really angry about this specific situation, or is this something else? Because when we start to recognize our own triggers, then we stop lashing out at people who weren't involved in the trigger. The one that I really like, and this one is so easy to do, and even if you're out in public, you can excuse yourself and go to the restroom, and it's basically coherence. Because our heart actually sends more signals than our brain. And the heart really is where we process and shift our feelings and emotions. So if you can go to a quiet place, go excuse yourself to the restroom, put your hands over your heart, just close your eyes and take deep breaths, feel your heartbeat, focus on your heartbeat, and then breathe in, imagine the breath going into that heart space. And do that for 2 minutes, and that will really help you realign, get centered, and after you do that, it'll be much easier to really feel like where the emotion came from. You'll be more stable to try and look into your reaction and where it came from and what the true trigger or true wounding was that caused the reaction. So that's 6 ways to stay present and stay in your power. In the link below, check that. In the information box below, there's a link to the Rebel Tribe, which is a group for empowering women. Check that out. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon. Love and light.